Well, I think you'll find there's probably as many causes to homeless as there are homeless. The only thing that most homeless seem to have a problem with is that they're structurally impaired. They don't have a house. We sort of tie houses to homelessness. So it's going to take a myriad of solutions to deal with a myriad of problems. It's not something that's going to be easy to do. I sort of feel that we've made some huge cuts in mental health, and really think that we need to do something about that, because I think just about everybody who's been crippled by homelessness has some degree of mental trouble, where it would be nice to be able to go and talk to somebody, to tell them, look, you're not alone. We're throwing our people away. We shouldn't be looking at our homeless as a problem. We should be looking at them as a resource. We've seen that in SafeGround. We've seen that when we give our SafeGround people a chance to empower themselves, that they can do pretty amazing things.
Amen.
They can get things done. These are not worthless people. These are people who are, you know, there was a guy named Richard Dean Anderson, and you know where they found him? They found him, he was a hobo riding the trains. And they got him off those trains and he became a MacGyver. We got a lot of MacGyvers out there. We got a lot of folks out there that are real clever. You put them to work on your house and they're going to be able to fix that thing up on a shoestring. Because one thing you learn about by being homeless is how to be frugal. How to make things work and get it done, because you have to. You know? People that think it's easy and lazy to be out there being homeless, try to make a cup of coffee sometime when you have to go out and find some dry firewood first, and then get wet wood to burn in the middle of the winter, so you can cook up enough water just to make a cup of coffee. It's a 2-hour project. It's not something you're necessarily going to be able to do just right off the bat. So when people learn how to live like that, if they could just bring some of that back. And not only that, people that are homeless, people that have been living in the SafeGround community have learned to bump 10 up against 10, become a community, be able to get along with one another, be able to take care of each other, form a real community. And if there's one thing that is lacking in America today, it is a sense of community. This is something we really need to build here. And I would hope that when the people from SafeGround move on and become normies again, then maybe they'll bring some of this sense of community with them. Maybe this will become an infection, and this community will spill out into the general population. Maybe we'll stop some of these drive-by shootings. I mean, aren't we sick of all this violence out there? Aren't we sick of all these people that don't care about each other anymore? Amen. Well, that's not what we've got in SafeGround. We've got community. That's right. And this is something I think we really want to make contagious. Because when we become a community, we will take care of each other, and this problem won't even be talked about anymore. Amen. Truly, we're always going to have some people that are structurally impaired. There's some people that just like ice ceilings, 50,000 light years is about right. They like sleeping under the stars. And they just won't work out if you put them inside. It'd be like putting an animal in a cage, a wild animal in a cage. It'd just ruin their well. But these people are few. What they've found in cities so far is that if you hand house keys to so-called chronically homeless, probably about 90% of them are going to go inside. But there's still going to be that 5 or 10% that is always going to want to have that free spirit thing going. And the thing is, if we can get it down to that much, it's probably manageable. It's not something we have to worry about too much. Right now, though, there's a lot of people out there that are homeless that do not want to be. They've been forced out there through systems of circumstance. And for these people, they're not happy campers. So maybe it would be a good idea to try to make them a little less structurally impaired. Give them a shack to live in, or at least help them get one. Affordable housing would be a real solution. We need to start thinking about getting some SROs back online. That would help a lot. Maybe a newly designed SRO.